Alright, here's my review of the Super 9 screen Android 5.1.1 car radio for the BMW X5, and I have the E53. I'm very happy with the overall quality. The support from this particular store is incredible. They worked with me. I had a little bit of issue initially with the steering wheel volume and changing the channel, but they worked with me and got it resolved. So I can't say enough positive about these guys. That was great, because it always is nerve-wracking when you purchase something this expensive and it's all the way out in China. You're kind of wondering, okay, how am I going to make this work if there's an issue? But the support worked really well. Here you can see all the different, it's got 50 watts output, and for the BMW X5 that I have, it's working extremely well. I purchased mine with the backup camera and the OBD connector you see there. Works very well. It also has an external mic that it comes with, which I also have connected. As it lists there, you just saw, it has an admin password, 126, which lets you get into other features, which works well. It comes with a bunch of cables, everything that you need to connect it, a bunch of USB. Actually, the BMW list here is not my X5. I think that one's a little more modern, but this fits perfectly. So, and the responsiveness in general is very good. There's just a few times when it's loading up, or depending on what apps you have, like anything, it's going to use. It's going to take a little bit of time to get cranked up. Yeah, no issues at all getting this thing. Here you can see the UI. It's got everything you need. The nice part is you can update the look and feel of your BMW 2004 with, Bluetooth, the latest everything. The stock radio that mine came with was just didn't have what it took. Oh yeah, also I didn't show that in my video, but the LEDs change to any kind of, it'll pulse or cycle through or whatever. It comes with GPS software, but I just use Google Maps. I actually did not use the software that it came with. The torque thing is connected to the OBD device right there, which you see, the Elm, that's the one I ordered, and that works exceptionally well. Just syncs up, and I got a backup camera. Mine is different than that one there, but I think any kind of backup camera will work well. That's exactly what it looks like. And I didn't get into the install of it. There are plenty of videos out there talk about install of various radios, so I figure someone else has got that covered. I'm just going to show you right now kind of a real-world install and how it looks. All right, here's my BMW 2004 X5, and I installed the new Android radio, and here it is. That's it installed, and it fits. It's a little snug, and I just need to I haven't gotten to the point yet where I need to kind of reseat it a little bit to get it fully in there. But that's it. You'll see online there's other videos on how to remove the original stock radio. I don't want to go through that, but I will show you how this one works. I tell you what, I really love this radio. Okay, so what we're going to do is turn the accessory on. And then from here, I actually had it off prior so you can see the full boot up. So you just push this button, turns on. Now, when you first boot up, it takes about 30 seconds. So let me kill the sound there. But once it has been powered up at least once, then you have settings in here where you can actually say, keep powered on to some capacity, at least for quick booting. I think it's up to 4 hours, maybe 2 hours. get to where that is, but this is the menu. It acts just like an Android tablet, really. About device, driving settings, extra settings, I believe. Yeah, okay. Shutdown delay. When ACC off, 2 hours. And I believe that's the max. Yep, I've got it at the max right now. So I'd actually have to wait 2 hours before you could see that full power, or I'd have to pull this thing out, unplug it, reset it. I'm not going to do that. Sorry. In any event. So again, it does act exactly like an Android tablet. Like, this is a widget, which you can see. It gives me the weather. And this is not. This is a part of this particular UI that this comes with. I cannot change this at all. It has either the radio. So if I go into the radio, the only way to like cancel out the app for the radio is this button here. And then it goes to time. And there's the time, the date, etc. Okay, this is to it's to help accelerate. It clears any apps that are running and memory, and so it's doing that. Cleared 14 processes, 29 whatever meg. So that helps give it more memory. Acts a little faster. I'd say performance-wise, there's maybe a smidge where there's maybe a little bit of lag, but really, for the most part, it does an excellent job. It has different backgrounds as well, different wallpapers. You can do live wallpapers, but like I said, this thing is not like a high-end, 8-core processor with tons of memory. So even though, yes, you can do live wallpaper, which I will demonstrate, I actually turned it off because it just obviously is going to use more memory. See there, it's actually, you can see the little bubbles moving. I mean, it's cool, but I'd prefer there not to be any lag at all. So I'm going to turn that off. So we'll go back to standard wallpapers. So it has live wallpaper, some sort of dark wallpaper. Get a sense of what might look good in your car. Let's go with maybe that for now. Okay. So these are the apps that I have. I don't have my Wi-Fi on my phone turned on, but this will easily connect up to your phone, where then it'll get real time, or also your home. So when you first turn on your car and this thing like syncs up to your home, it'll get all the latest information there. I should probably get another phone to kind of demonstrate some of these other things. So let me work on getting that squared away. Then you can hear how the other items work as far as streaming. And it has a GPS that it came with. So I've got that. I need to just kind of permanently install it on the windshield, which I haven't done yet, but it still works really well. So for example, if we, it does come with apps, but I went ahead and obviously went with Google, and I downloaded the local map. So that's in the database on this. It's got a memory chip right here. So I've got that loaded in on that memory chip. So here's where I'm at right now. And I can zoom out. You can see it says lost data connection, obviously, because I'm not connected right now to the internet. So those are all my saved places. And you can see me zoom out. There's LA, Southern California. But it works very well, and then we'll kind of reposition either true north or not, and then we'll recenter, and you'll see. So it works really well. Okay, so that's the GPS. It also has a backup camera, which I can demonstrate. Now that it really doesn't cost much at all, but for this 2004 X5, mine didn't come with it. I don't know if any of them did, but there's the backup camera. So that comes in handy. I don't use it, I still look to confirm, but I tell you what, once you've looked back and you look around your area, this thing's extremely helpful. So there's me going forward. And the other thing you may wonder is like, well, is there a delay from the time when you first turn on your car to the time the backup camera? And the answer to that is no, thank goodness. It's immediate. So there's a feed the way you wire it up, there's a feed from the reverse light camera that runs through and ends up overriding this thing. So that's all it is a display, basically. So you don't have to worry about waiting for the reverse camera. It works immediately no matter what. The other cool thing is, if I go back to the radio, I'm going to try to not have this too loud. Okay, yeah. Here we go.
Imagine how your home would
so now
look like if you had all those
you see
things
that?
that you've been dreaming about doing to your house.
Okay, I'm going to move forward.
Some of you are able to
now,
do that.
It's got a setting where you can automatically reduce the volume when you back up. Watch. See? The volume will go back up. So that part's pretty cool. It's kind of nice if you want to stay focused and not be as distracted. Kind of a cool feature. What else? With the backup. Oh, those reverse lines don't change. They don't like turn with your wheel. There's no smart intelligence. It's just kind of a guidance. And I can pause the video and show you where I have it mounted. All right, so here's the back. And the way I set it is actually just hanging down right here. So it shows the bumper like on the edges. That seemed to be the best area to mount it. Mounting it up here, I guess, could have been an option, but I didn't really find any particular location, you know, as far as mounting it that I liked. I might move it, but for now I've got it here. And when the lift gate folds down, it doesn't hit anything. It's perfectly set up there. So that seemed to me to be the best location. Otherwise, excuse me, it has to really, if it's mounted up here, if it's mounted there, it has to really look down or kind of at a weird angle. I didn't like that one as much. So it's there for now. Okay, it also comes with a front-facing camera, which I did not get for recording. So I think if you have all that stuff going on, that's maybe too much, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't see the need of that. Some people like those DVR things. It also came with some apps which you cannot, necessarily uninstall, but it's not a big deal. There's the front cam. I just don't use that. And that's just saying, hey, there's no camera attached, so let's bail out of that guy. It's got a file manager, which you never use. Pictures, which you're never going to use. Oh, the Easy Connect. I could get it to work with the Android. I can't get it to work with the iPhone 7, which what we have. It might work with some of the other iPhones, but I couldn't get that to work. But that's okay. I also loaded up that. Okay, so now I have my Wi-Fi connection, so you can see so it's connected to Bluetooth. I don't have my device connected. Streaming. Let's do some streaming. So you can see this. So what you'll do is on your Wi-Fi hotspot, you'll just get that active, and then you can stream it. Once you're streaming, you could go back to other functions, and here it shows the Bluetooth connected finally. So that's something. No, I don't. Come on. So there you go. There's that. So that works. And again, any kind of app that you want to download, it should work with most anything. As long as it has GPS, it has the OBD connected thing if you want to do the engine type apps. I did try one and I was having some issues, so I just disconnected it. It's that Torx app. So let's go to the store. I already had that search in there. I think it's the Torque one. Let's just try the free one. I had it working once, and then it didn't. And so now I've just disconnected, reconnected the Bluetooth definition. So let's see how it looks now. Okay, we're going to open it up. Okay, I have the car on. I've got the OBD2 thing up and running, and you can see actually here there's vacuum. There's some other gauges and speed. I'm gonna back up. I'm in the garage. We're going to back up. Okay, now we're going to move forward. Yeah, showing some speed. There we go. That's my quick little sample of that. I'll have to check and play around. You can see there it's connected. It's able to get all the little indicators. There's some pretty cool stuff in here. I don't know if eventually I might get the full app. We'll see. But there are toggling HUD mode. Yeah, because obviously with the free app you get the ads. Oh, interesting. It's backwards for heads-up display. Yeah. That's if you actually didn't have a device like this. Obviously we don't want the HUD. But, okay, that's that part. So that works. Okay, I wanted to show you guys too the volume keys. So if I click that on the wheel, there it goes up, and then I can change the channel with this one. Volume up. I'm trying not to get any kind of YouTube violations, so I won't be playing the music too much. But there. And it's got, also, it'll tell you the song that's playing, which you'll see, the RDS or whatever that's called. This is like an auto search, which will drill through everything and save the different songs. So let's see if this is active. I was wondering about that, because here you can see the Chainsmokers. If I click on that, is that really the Chainsmokers? So I think that's actually like the last song as it cycles through different things. And there's FM1 through 3. So there's FM1, 2, 3. So that's there. This is for local or distance. So, and that's for stereo. That toggles stereo or non-stereo. I don't even know why you would still want something like that. Oops, stop that. Oh yeah, there's AM. There's 2. I think there's just 2 AMs. Just plenty. And you've got some buttons up here. Haven't really had a chance to play around with that too much. TA. Sure what that's about. So I'll have to play around with that later. And then priority. Oh yeah, this you can not priority. Yeah, I think it sets the priority of what you're looking for. If you're into sports or whatever, so you can do that. And then it'll just search for a sports channel. So I'm going to turn it up. Of course, I'm on FM, so that's probably not going to find much. Yeah, I don't think it is. But let's say we want to do country. That's kind of more exotic. Where's country, jazz, folk, classics, children. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Test, an alarm. That's interesting. Folk, oldies, country. There's country. So let's see where it stops. It's probably going to cycle up and around because I think country is right around here in Southern California. We'll see where it lands. As it searches through the system. There you can see the OBD is connected. Okay, well I am in my garage. There, let's see what that is. 100. Oh, interesting. It did that on its own. I didn't even do anything. Yeah, I'm in the garage. This is not like the best test ever, but you get the point. You can go and you can select a particular location. So let's do something back to maybe the original. Let's just do none. So then you'll see. And I'm doing that with the steering wheel. The other thing with the BMW, you can, if I click this button here, it bounces me into Bluetooth. So the Bluetooth settings. Hello, it's a bit of a delay. Let's try that again. Oh, here, there's a Bluetooth button there. I think it's the same thing. Why is it not letting me? Bluetooth. Okay, there's my different devices. Oh, I guess because I don't have a particular phone connected, that's why. So if I connect here, connect. I don't know, I can't remember if I synced up my phone. For sure that one is. It does work. I think I'm in the middle with too much going on. But yeah, there's that button. The buttons do work. They do give you a little box that connects us up in the back, a canvas box. As far as the other thing I'm sure people are wondering about is, does it boot up with whatever logo you want? The answer to that is yes. There are some factory settings, which the password 126 on my device. And here you can choose car logo, and that's when it boots up, it does the BMW for me. But you can choose anything or any picture you want, your own gallery. But yeah, let's go for Bentley. That sounds realistic. But yeah, it's just got every possible logo from around the world, all the various kinds of cars. Porsche, oh, that's a weird one. What is that? Huh, don't know. Yeah, there's like Russian, there's Seat, which I believe is Spain, right? Isn't that? I've seen those in France and Europe. Anyway, so it's got that. And then it's got the canvas. So what was throwing me off, and the guys that sell this thing were very helpful. Initially, I went in, dialed it in for BMW, etc. Actually, you want that thing off. You just have it completely off. And let's just exit that thing completely. But there's some additional features in there. But once I turn that off, the canvas with the wheel, the steering wheel operation with the volume and the channel changer worked perfectly. I'm very happy with this thing. The sound is excellent. Get him.
President-elect Trump and his advisors have talked about cracking down on unauthorized immigrants and
it's really well done. Some people may ask about glare or something like that. There can be, like, if you have polarized. I'm gonna mute this. I'll just go like that. If you have polarized glasses on, what I did know is it is a little difficult to read, but I think that's true with like any polarized sunglasses. They may have a tendency to do that, but in general, very happy with it. No issues whatsoever. So. Really, for the 9-inch screen and complete Android operating system. Oh yeah, there's also the where is it? The fading. Oh, that's like I don't know why you'd want to do that. I guess if you just want a quick like slidey volume thing, you could do that. Where is it? The fader here. So you've got this, and you can direct the sound however you want it, more to the driver, more to the front, more to the rear, all. So I usually do all, then I bounce it back a smidge like that. That's usually how I do it. And it's got different effects. I keep it on jazz. I find that's the best sound. And that's it. So I give this thing a big thumbs up. it's always risky and nerve-wracking when you buy something from far, far away, but they were extremely supportive. This thing works really well. And if you want to see the additional features, I will try to get that going. There's like this Easy Connect, which is what I was telling you about, where you can connect up to the different devices. Yeah, right now it's trying to do that. I think it's trying to connect to... Yeah, it's trying to connect up to the Apple phone that we had. But like I said, it will connect, but then you don't see anything on the screen. I don't quite know what's up with that. But I did get it to work with Android. It actually has to like install an app on your Android phone. It's maybe not as seamless, but... and then the other thing I want to tell you is it gives you tons of ways to connect. So I have the Apple phone in here for my wife, but I also installed, it's got multiple USB ports. So this is just one of many. So it's got 2 here. There's another cable with more. It's got a ton of ways to connect. And so I just kind of have this one loosely. I haven't finished the install really, but I've got it this way for now. But it does have, what this does, it mirrors the screen on your device. So Android, I've confirmed, works. Wi-Fi, iPhone Wi-Fi, I could get it to connect on this is on the 7. It might work on the 6 better. I don't know. I have not had a chance to try that. Or Android USB. And since I'm filming on my Android, I can't really show you that right now. But it does kind of work. The only thing, though, you got to ask yourself is, like with the mirroring, initially I thought, hey, this is going to be super cool. In some ways, it's like, I don't know. I find because this is already a smart device, I don't need to also have my phone and everything else. So I just need to, the only thing I would say is if you want to do streaming and stuff like that, which is cool, you just have to turn your hotspot on your phone if you've got one. That's when it's most helpful. Apparently, though, also this thing is if you want to pay, I guess you could go to T-Mobile or some sort of whatever your provider is for cellular, get this thing a data device. I believe there is a additional adapter you can buy, and this could be for $10 a month a data plan on its own if you wanted to go that route too. But super happy with it. You can install any kind of apps, and again, this is just the desktop. You can remove almost all this stuff. This always remains. This toggles between your actual installed apps and your widgets and the store. So these are the different widgets depending on what apps you download. The widgets, that's the store if I go to the App Store, or the actual installed apps. And so this just bounces between the two. That's all that does. But this always remains unless you download another UI, which I believe I've done that. I did that like maybe 3 weeks ago. And I think then it behaves completely different. Like it's using that Android UI device. So what else is here? It's got the status drop down. It's got the various settings here, just like whatever your Android deal is. So that's good. I got this thing finally working, which is nice. Right now the engine's off, so it's not really gonna do much, but I'll have to play around with that later. So yeah, very happy. It's got the backup camera. It's got a forward camera if you want to mess around with that. It's got all the connection devices, which is nice. It's got a great radio. It also, if you're connected through Bluetooth, it'll play your Bluetooth stuff just perfectly. I don't have anything connected up right now, but everything is just lovely. Very happy with this guy. I don't know if I can try to connect up to mine. I'm filming on this thing right now. I don't think it'll connect. So let me go to the settings. But it's responsive. I mean, like I said, from time to time there's a little lag, you know, but for the price and for the value of what you get, it's really cool. No complaints whatsoever. It's got an auto answer. There, connect, yes. I don't know why the Bluetooth is, I think I just have too much going on. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Anyway, that stuff's worked before. Then you can download the Chrome, you can surf the web. It comes with music and videos. This funny thing, there was a video on here. Now this one, I wonder if this would give me some sort of, somewhere in here there's video that it came with. It's the funniest thing. Yeah, this one. Yeah, oops. I don't know if I can try to connect up to mine. I'm filming on this thing right now. I don't think it'll connect. So let me go to the settings. But it's responsive. I mean, like I said, from time to time there's a little lag, you know, but for the price and for the value of what you get, it's really cool. No complaints whatsoever. It's got an auto answer. There, connect, yes. I don't know why the Bluetooth is, I think I just have too much going on. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Anyway, that stuff's worked before. Then you can download the Chrome, you can surf the web. It comes with music and videos. This funny thing, there was a video. I don't know if I can try to connect up to mine. I'm filming on this thing right now. I don't think it'll connect. So let me go to the settings. But it's responsive. I mean, like I said, from time to time there's a little lag, you know, but for the price and for the value of what you get, it's really cool. No complaints whatsoever. It's got an auto answer. There, connect, yes. I don't know why the Bluetooth is, I think I just have too much going on. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Anyway, that stuff's worked before. Then you can download the Chrome, you can surf the web. It comes with music and videos. This funny thing, there was a video on here. Now this one, I wonder if this would give me some sort of, somewhere in here there's video that it came with. It's the funniest thing. Yeah, this one. Yeah, oops. Oh, it switched to the other video. Again, this is what it comes with. Okay, I'm back in the front. So that's it. That's the review of this guy. Thumbs up. Well worth the money. And they're very supportive on that store. So give it a whirl if you want to update your 2004 BMW. It might work on some other brands, I don't know, but it's nicely contoured. Mine sticks out a little bit. Like I said, I have not yet completed the install, so it's still in somewhat disarray, but it fits very well. You can see the curvature there. And like I said, there are plenty of videos on how to remove the 2004 BMW. And for the GPS, which again, I'm going to get that installed better on the window. That same thing. It's all hidden underneath, and in fact, the wires through to the glove box, they all come in through, and that worked out really well. The backup camera, same. Well, that kind of came up from the back. I ran it along this side, the passenger side, all the way along, tucked underneath, and through the glove box into here. Everything's perfect. All right. If you want to see anything, have any questions, let me know. Thanks. Bye.